a scale of 1 to soil my trousers violently, how concerned should I be about this whole rift situation?
Very. You should be very worried, that's for sure. Mr. Moon Man. Okay, so I think I decided on doing the rift anomaly modulator first. Right. And we are on Praetor now. That's new, isn't it? Right. Huh?
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
Right, so that's a quest for Niles himself. So we might just do that first, I guess. Basically, we come out here, right? So we just go up and do that one first. So I can take Niles. Doesn't really, like, you know, fighting wise and stuff. It doesn't really matter too much who I take at all. They're all, like, none of them is kind of like way better than the others, or they don't do that much. Like, their abilities have sometimes.
Get a look at that building. Bet you 50 bits that's where we'll find the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Okay, so the Protectorate, which is kind of like our enemies, actually. Just check. But I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, they're not even a faction. That's interesting.
Ready to wait. On your command.
Okay, so that whatever was on Niles looked like N-rate damage, which would not be good at all. Okay, so are we going basically at the bottom or are we going upstairs? Let's go at the bottom. Salamandretta. First shrine the earth. Ah.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Okay. So I think the weapon is actually now on level 27, by the way. We are surely getting there.
Help me end this fight on my feet. Catch me up, then we'll talk. Back in business.
All right. Cool. I'm also running in the wrong direction, so. Stop that. Too much to explore. Easy. What's left in this fucking caca? Some earrings.
The idea is to kill them before.
That was close. Yeah, that's why I was earlier. Alright.
Rusted here, Commander.
Let me handle this.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with me.
Coagular mushroom. Huh? Did I just pick up something that I didn't realize, like an access key through the automatic station, for example? Possibly. I didn't really read through it. Maybe do that beforehand. I mean, I feel bad about them. I basically just came across them and, like, just really murdered them. Chance. So I'm kind of like the bad guy here. Second shrine. Oh shit, that was just a small salamander. My bad. So something killed these.
Whatever that was, doesn't sound like anything I'd like to put up close.
Lightning Tower northeast. A number of disconnected wires, gapes, bent corners, blah blah. Mounting tower replacement parts. Read the note. It's not written by a scrapper. It wants the reader to not see any more parts, or the protectorate will be very, very much madder. There's a scrapper camp to the east. East is up there. So they probably took this stuff from here. Okay, so we can't recalibrate, which we probably will need to do at some point because we're missing the parts. We probably have to grab that from this. Third shrine. one bloody jump from their brute, and I was basically down to 0. Okay, so that's a shrine where the matriarch and the sovereign are held, placed. And Zeb, Niles' friend, wants us to meet here. And he was kind of like a resistance towards Protector, so I assume they killed the Protector. Yep, I already see them there.
Before, we need to wait for Niles.
Just having a quick look around.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
Oh, she created the skip drive? What are you thinking? Weapons technology? Because I could use a new gun. Or 5.
I would not put it past the Protectorate to disrespect their dead by tucking weapons in alongside them. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
You're taking a huge risk here. What if you're wrong?
The time for considering risk is past. We cannot afford to be timid when battling giants. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
Niles, what do you make of this?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
Will your friends be helping us?
They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers.
Maybe you should stay here.
Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Let's do this.
After you.
Do more harm. Interesting name. We're level 20, right?
Stay
That
close.
means companions. Self-repairing armor mod. Craft self-repairing armor mods at workbenches. Gain most of your armor's defenses, which break after taking more damage. After short period of not taking any damage, the armor repairs itself. Ghost Array. Drop to half it, you get camouflaged. Self-repair, let's do that. Ines. Potent biomass. Ines will always deal a small amount of corrosive damage, and your corrosive damage is increased. Ines crafts a custom primer for you, equipping it to your inhaler and using it applies the buff for a long duration. While the buff is active, kills caused by the party heal you for a small amount. The primer has a very low toxicity usage. That sounds amazing.
Close and keep silent.
4% health healed each time the party scores a kill. For 30 seconds. I mean, why are these so low? Let's give it a try, I guess.
The less attention we draw, the better.
Golden Shroud of the First Sovereign. That's blue, so we should be able to get it.
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That sentinel and docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Woe to have the matriarch taken from us before her
Golden Shroud is Blake Key.
Let this accord between the Protectorate and the Order of the Ascendant mark the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Beloved matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve as the Protectorate's scientific helpmeets.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Gloria Arcadia!
The bishop doesn't even have a name, it's just called residing.
Unexpected assignment.
Huh?
Set course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Exactly.
present to you my new invention, the skip drive. A revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the skip drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise matriarch, lead us into this future you have envisioned.
Kidoki. Okay. It's...
You get turned around? Now, Reed, look, you can leave, but you'll leave alone. I'm staying to see this through. And don't think you'll find me at the incognito. I won't follow anyone unwilling to put some skin in the game for me. Not to worry, whatever you...
A hidden exit. Okay, so that means this thing didn't work, did it?
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time once spent in numbing manual labor may now be spent in harmonious community with your neighbor and in humble service to the Protectorate. May art and science flourish in these many hours which I have returned to you.
Warning, power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
Right, let's see and have a look on the other side. There's also motherfuckers. Perfect pursuits. Rare pitchball cards, yes. Lockpick 14. 952. Man, this is insane. It looks like a nice weapon. A nice card. Suit. Model of the Sovereign's flagship. Oh. Is that in the middle? Eden. Well, I'm gonna have a look on the other side first and then go into the room. I think you can basically, you know, use this to get rid of these two. But work at the moment. And hack. First Bishop's Calcaduceus. What is that? Like a scepter. Left is Meteor's original standard. On the right, the pendant of his son, the first sovereign. It's live ammunition. Automax. Well.
Never again.
Enemy proximity in our vicinity, Command.
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest.
Taken care of. We can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Now, actually, I will go up because we just found the Golden Shroud card. Have a look at it. Let's just go back because I think it's just doing something at the moment, but I'll have a look at it in a second.
There. You can access the lower level now.
Okay. Oh. Wonder what's in here. It's a helmet. Not having lockpick is really fucking annoying. This is like lockpick is one of the things where you can even with lower ranks get a lot of stuff. But yeah, I blocked it, so. Cactus Boldy holds the remains of the matriarch, but you won't know for sure unless you open it. Hopefully there aren't any extra security measures. Lucky! Slide the top of the casket aside, notice a tripwire tied around the casket's contents, which you carefully remove. Close one. Remains of the matriarch. Junk item. May have a resale value of 4,375. That is not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Hold on. Could I choose between one of them? Hold on, let me just check something.
Taken care of. We can continue. Wait there. I'll come.
Oh, I thought this was blue as well. Yeah, okay. Now, we have the matriarch's remains. That's basically insane. Although, also, why the fuck is it only worth less than 5 grand? Which is insane because There's weapons that cost like 16. Anyway.
There.
Okay, let's have a look at this shroud thingy. Gain additional 30% damage resistance, increasing further with your speech skill. However, when you receive damage, you lose half the damage total in bits. Right.
We can access the lower level now.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
If we start gunning down civilians, where does it end, Zeb? Ain't Arcadia covered in enough blood?
You need me to clear that moral obstruction for you? Fine. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
I mean,
let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
I mean, there was another option, right? You can also just kind of tie him up so he can't actually let anyone know that we're here. I'm crazy thinking this. Yeah, as I said, like, you can basically just tie him up and then none of this is a problem. Well, some things.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we...
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are emery tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. If you have gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
How are we supposed to get there? Most esteemed Secretary General of the Earth Directorate, felicitations on your recent ascendancy to head of the Earth Directorate. I can only assume it was merited by your accomplishments and not, as some have coolly whispered into my ear, nepotism. I trust you have been briefed on our agreement and will continue to uphold it with the same diligence as your predecessor. So long as the Earth Directorate respects our sovereignty, it will remain a valued partner of Arcadia and recipient of its unique bounty. May this missive reach you in strong health and thoughtful reserve. Her Radiance, caretaker of the world's matriarch, Alexandra Beric. Flower. Bibliomania. There's so many flaws. How many flaws is there? You have an unhealthy obsession with books and are left exhausted when talking with others. You have a permanent bonus to your max health. Talking to anyone will reduce it for long duration. 20% base health, minus 30% base health for 2 minutes after talking to anyone. I talk to a lot of people, so I'm not going to accept this.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
How the fuck are you supposed to get there? That's right.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It is difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign.
Let's see if we can't suss out which switch is which before we commit to guessing.
I will need to hide all of this.
I am to avoid another defibrillator.
Can't fucking hear, understand a single thing. Okay.
Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number?
1, 3, 2.
Damn it. Why must the Protector abstract everything?
There must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority? In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
1, 3, 2. Okay. Okay, so this thing first. Maybe not. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Supply can still be relied upon. 1, 3, 2.
Yes, of course. I'm stupid. So basically, this is 3, this is 1, this is 2 because there's 2 wires. There's 1 wire and 3. I thought it's like 1, 2, 3, which of course doesn't make sense. This is much more sensible. All right, so 1, 3, 2, right? 1, 3, 2.
Not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my lack of... That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Under restoration. Niles, do you have an idea? Armor. It's a self-repairing armor. So what do I have at the moment? 50%, 25% damage resistance, plasma, 5% physical damage resistance. % of incoming damage to players split and apply to companions instead. Nice. Let's do this. And modifications, yeah. Still don't understand how. Like, I don't even have any modifications available on these things.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
I said 2 people on the map.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better.
He suffered a lot of loss.
Losing Audra couldn't have helped neither. Still wish we could have done more there. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple. Speaking of, remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Extra thanks is both of gold.
You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
For a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Not for display. This appears to be a section from the first bishop's writing deemed to incendiary by the Protectorate and purged from all public records. Right near the end of his life, the first bishop laments the direction Arcadia has taken, especially since the matriarch's death, and his role in establishing the order as a bulwark against dissent. The numbers support our arguments, but what if our original thesis was wrong?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer.
Except from the personal journal of the matriarch. Would that I had never been forced to rely on an heir to secure my legacy. Reuben strengthens my conviction at what a mistake it was to give him life. More than that, power. He's rewriting history, bending facts to his own purposes. I'm too old now, too powerless, and more full of dread for Arcadia's future than ever before. My poor beloved protectorate feels on its threshold of becoming nearly unrecognizable, even to its own mother.
Ah, this terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the Matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
That would explain the message I found between the Matriarch and the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
We can still change things. Isn't that why we're here?
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better.
I hope you're not thinking of releasing the skip drive blueprints to the public.
By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed Emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
I like this plan, but I feel it might have some downsides.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
What do you think, Nas?
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
No. This was a good idea, but I don't think it's working out. We should cut our losses.
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I'll be forced to stop you by whatever means necessary. I really don't want to do that.
Whoa. Put the brakes on, Commander. I'm sure Zeb can be reasoned with. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but yeah, maybe we can work something out. We should keep moving, Commander. I'll see what I can.
All right. We have the second upgrade. Ines still hasn't a single upgrade. Why the fuck is that? Niles shot now ricochet off targets, dealing damage to a second nearby enemy. His weapons also has increased damage overall, or occasionally knock down targets. His armor affects a portion of attack back to the attacker. War. Amplifier now applies over an area, increasing evasion when standing near him. That.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me. See that they
Oh
join
my
their
god.
friends and suffer
Fucking
none of
idiot.
the defilers to live.
And in short order.
Armed and ready. Ready for cover.
This idiot.
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. We could have prevented this.
Are the Zeb friends? Well, one good deed, eh?
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
I agree. How do you feel about the Earth Directorate now that you know the truth?
I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
It's disappointing.
Permission to speak candid, Commander.
Right?
Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
Life's full of impossible choices.
I'm not saying what she did was forgivable, but I find myself wondering what would have happened if she'd lived. Isn't that the damnedest thing?
Do you think she would have tried to make amends if she lived?
I think she'd have done what she believed was the right thing, up to the last. Whether that ultimately led her to redemption or perdition, who can say? Suppose it's all a moot point now. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Arcadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Likewise, Commander.
Cool. What is this? Each of the 5 towers. Let's do some observation. Hackenberg 1. % damage to humans. Oh. Let's have peak trailer. That actually. Oh, I have to kill someone to get this. It really is not a lot of HP that you get back. Really isn't. I guess it depends a bit as well how many enemies there are.
Something's afoot. Keep my lamps.
Got some bad company.
Let's do this again. And also, I think I need to change. Yeah, I think I need to change the thing. Fuck, am I not hitting anything?
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Combat! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
Out of sight and on the way.
Oh my god. Okay. There was a lot of fighting going on here. Or you can probably unleash these guys. You have the hack. Right, so you can stick it from here. Go up, then hack this to unleash the leptons. Crit, nice. Okay. What is that for? hide, and then you can sneak underway. Like you can sneak all the way right, so you can sneak all the way back. Another high security lockbox. You can sneak through here as well. Right. So they always give you ways to kind of like sneak through stuff as well, which is nice for the people that want to do that. Not us. Not us. Nothing in here. Cool. Okay. Let's run back and recalibrate that tower. Which is the first of 5. Beautiful. Now, this way through here. We're gonna go back here. Oh, the auto-manufacturing is right here. Actually, in this case, I'll go back to the incognito and just want to swap companions. We go back right out. So we're gonna drop Niles, grab Marisol. And then we go obviously here.
Trying to limit further damage, Commander.
Yep, that was good. And what we can do here is... Okay, so that tower is calibrated. There's one over there, I can see it already. We can go upstairs now, what I called upstairs earlier. Just go this way this time around. Automat factory. there. Engineering 4. Okay, hold on. Sheet generator reflector. Upgrades your gas energy deflection process while sheets in party, causing damage against the sheet to reflect a portion of damage taken back. Nice. Upgrades your N-ray scanner. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't know anything at all. Engineering 4. That was so close. Okay, we'll have to walk around, I think. Oh, I'm impaired because I'm too much uranium poisoning. Okay.
I'll handle this. Just go, Brooklyn.
Fuck, hit me.
Vitals are in the...
Okay. One hit from these on the range and I'm dead. Like, really? The heck?
Secondary vulnerabilities identified.
Let's go straight through, right? Oh, actually it doesn't go that way. So you have to go upwards, okay? All with egg. I mean, I'm sure someone would want to have it at some point. This is where it goes down. Nazina. You too. So this is where it goes down. Yeah, I'm sure someone will want to have that egg at some point. So we have it already. Weird. I really need to heal so that the bloody uranium poison goes away. Because it affects how much I can heal. I think the ricochet killed the other one.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at the location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Right. Yeah, quick travel there is. Well, in this case, we're just gonna grab Valerie instead of Ines. The thing is, like, I have then several people that are already on level 2, right? Whereas Ines hasn't anything yet. It's crazy. Unless I missed something? I didn't get when... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I could have just used the bloody auto dog.
We've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Or blah blah blah. You could dispatch the nearby automechs to their charging stations. Automech jammer, manual reset. Are those even? Or hack? Alright, Valerie. She will fire a syringe containing powerful stimulant at you when you're in melee range of an enemy. When you're suffering a hostile effect. After being healed by her ability, you're immune to all damage for the duration. Let's just have a look around here first. Do I not have enough food? Need to pee. There's the security card. Yeah, it could very well be that I don't have enough food actually. Which would be insane. Even though I pick like everything up all the time. Sovereign is dead. Blah, blah, blah.
If we had finished it sooner, we are very sorry to close.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Apologies. No targets, no attacks. We will try to limit further damage. Gun weapon ready, Commander. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Fortifying teammates.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okie dokie.
Alert. An upgrade module compatible with your Valerie unit is nearby.
Oh. Let's have a look here. So that's that. So that's the exit. Right? Go here. Then I go through here. I would be outside again. Cool. Partially disassembled auto dock. Nope, not helpful. However, can upgrade her. But each weapon now fires at a short burst of damage in AoE. That, and then let's do that. Routines, messages. Apparently there's fucking keys running, lying around everywhere. Times uranium armor. Removing the prototype with authorization will result in electricity lockdown. Damage resistance 10%.
Caution subjects. A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect. Repeat, this is a full laboratory lockdown. Stay calm, remain vigilant, and obey security personnel. And always trust that the Sovereign protects.
This unit has observed a redundancy in hovering units on the team. Suggested course: removing unnecessary new unit.
Oh my god, really? Yeah, I don't have enough food. It's fucking weird.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation.
Oh well.
Farewell. I broke it instead.
Yeah, I mean, I've picked everything up, so it's a bit weird that I don't have enough food, right, to kind of like keep myself properly all the time. That is certainly odd. Ooh. Just means that there isn't enough food around, basically. To read, to redact is to protect. Yes. Beautiful. All right. Okay.
Hostile in proximity.
Go for torpification. Cut.
As commanded to, side by
Off.
side.
turn off. Locate access key. Right, let's check out that tower. I basically killed everything that moves here. Expected. My goodness, again. Bam. This little barricade won't hold me. These guys are burning raptidons.
Protectorate personnel, only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing to unleash disproportionate amount of ammunition on unresponsive bystanders.
Beautiful. Alright, so Rookie's Reward is fully leveled, I think. Blind obedience. One machete. People are insane. These people are insane. Okay, let's try some other weapons, right? So we have damage is at 747 now. This is actually quite good. I'm just going to go forward until I have the travel point.
Zero life forms detected in hangar.
Cool. We have the travel point, so we're going back to the incognito. Because I want to obviously swap out Valerie. But the other thing I want to check here is... Let's know. Oh, I'm missing two things. This gun never has to reload and accepts all types of bullets that the player has. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so I would love that, but I need more keys for that. Anyway, simplifier. Emergency stop. Death sentence. Oracle. Oh, that's where I can basically drift. I want to give this a try. Go. Maybe I change this thing out as well. Alright, I'm gonna be away from the keyboard for a few minutes. I'll be back soonish. Okay, that was shorter than I thought. But I'm back. Alright, let's see. I mean, maybe it's not the best to have the fucking sniper weapon in such a, you know, tight environment. Another flaw. Tito Taylor. You avoid drugs to afford, leaving you particularly vulnerable to their effects. Toxicity gained from using the inhaler is increased, but the inhaler is more potent to your pure metabolism. 25% toxicity received. 25% health restored. You know what? I'm actually going to accept this. You know, why the fuck not? Really.
scan.
What the fuck? Gonna change weapons here, of course. But their weapon is really strong. Or did I not save? But
Either the rifts surrounded everyone here, or they're all waiting to spring out at us.
Emergency Earth Directorate agents are exempt from commands issued by non-director level entities.
thank you. But we need to be careful with these bloody death traps here. Like kamikaze robots. Suck. Yeah, I'm gonna accept this one.
Error. Currently performing the tasks of excluding additional input.
Overworked automech. Okay, just want to make sure that this thing is working. Again. I might want to actually try. Interstitial configuration center. Makes sense.
suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Security. Always good. What the fuck do I have Valerie? What is this?
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors.
It's a coup.
But I cannot do it alone.
Comparative analysis of the consul's speech to that of other dictators suggest a high likelihood that a coup has occurred.
Oh shit.
Wonder how long ago the order predicted this. Assume the presiding bishop's been keen to the possibility for some time.
Yeah, it is a coup. It only took two steel ancillary hangar doors. It only took 2 generations because there was two. You know, there was the son of the matriarch, and then his son. So that's how quickly you use power. Seal. Oh, because of the ricochet. Yeah, that is insanely good. Yeah, basically the ricochet is insane. They have the art chem set. Exaltation lung sanitizer.
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now.
And if I was?
For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy.
Not until you tell me what you're doing first.
I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
This sounds more personal than a mere workplace disagreement.
Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence.
What do you suspect happened?
Coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me.
One's reputation is everything. Is there anything I can do to help?
I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here.
Just be clear, does this mean you're willing to help me get the rift modulator?
Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit.
Wouldn't it be weird if everyone dies and she's the only one that lives, right? What kind of evidence are you hoping to find in the restricted wing?
The kind that proves I did not dishonor myself by making a mistake, and that the cause of the disaster was due to someone else's malfeasance, deliberate or otherwise.
I'm willing to give it a try.
The prototype rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the investigation within. I've already shared more with you than I ought have, but that's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not.
These guys are all brainwashed. Isn't Valancourt your superior? You seem to have plenty of opinions about it.
A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters.
What can you tell me about these rift experiments you've been conducting?
The Interstitial Reconfiguration Center was created to continue researching into rifts, following a significant setback to our studies elsewhere.
You're referring to Horizon Point.
How do you know about that? That disaster and its link to the death of the Sovereign's family was not made public. No one outside of this facility is supposed to know of it. Regardless, even though Horizon Point's destruction did impede our progress for a time, we learned from it as well. We're now able to generate rifts safely within containment. Or we were. Due to the exacerbation of the greater rift recently, these lesser rifts became less stable. Some breaking containment or spawning outside of it altogether.
You know the Severn personally? What is he really like?
In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest.
Dangerous.
He and the consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity. His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much, and would move planets to see them again.
Right then. Let's block.
Not friendly life form detected.
Proceeding to attack.
There's so many rifts here. They all look incredibly unstable. These fucking ricochets are sick.
They hate our contentment.
Fuck off. Out of the way.
They envy our prosperity.
And there's still weapons development.
Sensors indicate unknown biological matter within the rift.
Zemi. I want to actually try the shotgun as well. I haven't tried number 2 either.
Threat detected.
Sustain the system.
One rift anomaly modulator, as requested.
Prototype rift device. The prototype rift device is a materials tool built by the Protectorate to study and stabilize rifts. To use, approach and interact with the rift to temporarily stabilize it, revealing objects consumed by the rift.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
Subtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far.
You must be Valancourt. Heard you were a piece of shit.
A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage?
Roberta Scienceman.
I can't recall the last time I had such fun interrogating someone who still had all their fingernails. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you.
Or you should just let me go.
I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words, if you survive that long.
Maintenance access card. Yep, that weapon is not too bad either. Maintenance access card. What the fuck should I have called that? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all.
Sovereign never seemed especially perturbed.
Hostile in proximity. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Okay, that weapon is shitty.
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Nearly a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
Evidence suggests this room, and all of the Boris loaf within, belong to the Sovereign.
Yes. Okay, so this needs a bit more. Actually, this should be better if it had more spread.
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
Do you suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the Sovereign?
No. Resorting to violence.
Momentarily retreating. You think
Check your
too
scopes
much.
for combatant analysis.
Readying.
Maintaining perfection.
Okay, actually. Oh shit.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Yeah, I wanted to actually close this one first.
The prototype Rift anomaly modulator may have used this command.
Armageddon. Ooh, fuck. So I wonder, are these things mods I can attach, or what the fuck are these?
You suppose there's...
ahead. Recommended course of action.
Opting for caution safety.
Promoting team.
Seeking refuge.
Like, these scientists are fucking harmless, I don't get it. This again. Right, so if I go up here.
Yeah.
Right, so that's his office now.
How very tidy and organized this all is. I imagine Valancourt's dirty secrets are filed in alphabet.
It looks that way.
To keep every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Okay. Fortunately, we can't open that one. But So the machete would be in here. That was mentioned earlier. Oh, anyway. Do what you can do.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first.
I also have the key cards. We can investigate the restricted wing now.
Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues.
It's up there, isn't it?
There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter that claimed my arm. Let's open the hood, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination.
Certain part must be removed from the rift generator prior to today's demonstration for safety reasons. I have enclosed an image of the part in question. Make sure it's done discreetly. I do not want to hear from any of the scientists that you pester them with questions.
Imagination to conjure the original scene. That could
Forward together under the sun HV.
lead us to the evidence we need.
Deadly demonstration has been reconstructed. I think we know what happens.
You've discovered something?
Oh, there's... Hold on. There's two more things to find? It's just gonna stay like this forever. What is? Oh. Reload, because I have the feeling it's bugged out again for some reason.
You've discovered something?
Missing. Valancourt, all this mess, all this he's meant to mess with the experiment. This accident was sabotage.
I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. A man cannot defecate without humming a Protectorate anthem.
Maybe the consulate. I think he views himself as a patriot acting in the Protectorate's best interests.
For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else?
A vital part was removed from the rift generator arm, that must have caused a failure.
How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them.
That's it.
I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I want to see that villain's face when his crime is finally exposed. And as a scientist, I am aware of the value of such assertiveness. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest?
Yes.
The kind that buys you time to do what you need to. If we can find a way to isolate Valancourt from his forces, he will be much easier to deal with.
That sounds risky. How can he be sure he won't just shoot you?
He wouldn't dare. I've devoted more hours to studying rifts than almost anyone living. And since the Order abandoned us, the Protectorate does not have minds like mine to spare.
Hold on now. The Order hardly abandoned the Protectorate. You Yaysayers attempted to assassinate our presiding bishop. That's not even mentioning your meddling with the rifts.
Nevertheless, we have gotten off topic. Trust me, I know Valancourt. This will work.
Right then. Connoisseur. It's the first time I read this.
Thank you. It's been maddening to go unbelieved for so long about the vileness hiding in his heart. Every complaint vanishing into the void. But now, to the matter at hand. I'll go first, follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him. But his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
To be honest, I just didn't listen properly for a second there, so I'm not sure.
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Such a belligerent tone is unbecoming from one of your profession.
Don't tell me to calm down, you traitorous worm! Someone, either you or acting under your orders, deliberately removed a vital part from the rift generator, ensuring a catastrophic failure. I've seen this sabotage myself.
For you to have discovered that, you'd have needed to reopen the rift. Ah, you're collaborating with the thief, aren't you? Oh, Doctor, big mistake.
I'm going to report you to Central Control. The Sentinels should know one of their own has gone rogue.
Oh, shall I quake and quiver? Your threats are wasted air. We Sentinels are now empowered to act extrajudiciously. was merely taking initiative. It matters not if the Consul failed to recognize my foresight at the time. All came to right in the end, now that that simpleton Varric is off the throne. You've turned into such a disappointment, Sophia. First, you blunder my perfect plan with your disgusting heroism. And now you conspire with outsiders.
That outsider barely needed my help. Of the two of us, clearly it is you whose job efficacy has most deteriorated.
Bold of you to assume I don't have everything under control. Or did you think I hadn't cottoned on to this obvious distraction?
Distraction? I don't know what...
You'll die now, burglar.
Protocols ready.
Target analyzed. Let down fire. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
My goodness. Okay, let's do this again.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weapons.
Teammate help.
Back and scan.
Hastening to cover.
Don't become a statistic, Commander. Self-preservation of priority. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I am inclined to give chase.
She's still alive.
Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think.
Everyone's
provided
dead.
Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude.
Not everyone else had the Protectorate as the enemy.
I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it
I mean,
does,
she's
but
not wrong.
Noted. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
Beautiful. Notice of disciplinary review. right.
Proceeding to attack. Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Fucking hell, they shot. Right. So can you get across and basically get the turrets to attack? Oh, maybe. It's kind of like not needed. Okie dokie. Console reluctantly takes over. Shit.
Now that you have the rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting.
Yeah, I know.
They contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required in reaching them.
That's fair. Fair. Okay. Now let's say we'll jump back. See, I just want to have a quick chat with the crew to see if I have any extra requests. Bullet blender. It's actually. Bullet blender. Never has to reload. Now this thing, 10 DPS, expels unstable organic rift material, organic matter attaches on impact, alternate fire, lobs larger masses. You don't need to arm this weapon, we'll take care of the arming. How does that work? Change it here. And then also, I got this Ceramium Automax 22. This is 8. Holding jump allows you to hover. By spending gauged energy will also keep you alive even at death's door, but builds uranium poisoning while at 0 health, which can eventually kill you. Allows you to hover. That's pretty. The armor is like insane, right? Anyway, he has.
I'll admit, always figured the console for a power snatcher, but I'd never put bits down on him betraying the Sovereign. They seem so tight-knit. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame.
Isn't it?
Me? Rejoicing over a tyrant squabble? Never. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. The console might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before.
Okay.
This unit is now at maximum efficiency. The overall likelihood of the team's total annihilation have been greatly reduced. Current status: optimal. The Earth Directorate thanks you for your service in upgrading your Valerie unit. Reimbursement for parts and labor is not available at this time.
We should... Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious. Our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact locations. I'd like to try to find one and clear it out so I can access one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Cool. Just fucking standing around.
Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate's console usurping the Sovereign's authority is it did not happen sooner. Whatever's on your mind. Presiding Bishop Orlo, yes, Ruth Bazaar's predecessor, and better. Now there was a scientician, a true adherent to order principles, ran an efficient operation to boot. For a while, I'd hoped all this recent brouhaha, the schism, invasion, the rifts, was part of some long-foreseen predictive plan on her part, something oblique only at the moment. The more time passes, the less I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm missing a few key variables, or maybe she's a bit mathematically challenged.
Maybe both. What sort of missions did Orlo send you on?
Are you asking me to reveal details of high-level covert operations? For the former head of the Order? To you, an agent for another party? I doubt you're willing to offer me a thorough accounting of your past assignments. And I bet the Earth Directorate had you on all sorts of clandestine initiatives. I'm not saying never, but we only just met, dear. Trust takes time.
Why do they call you the Endpoint?
Because all the good mathematical terms were already taken by my predecessors? Because nothing gets past me, someone once thought, perhaps. I'm sure I don't know, dear. Whoever came up with that particular sobriquet is surely long since dead and buried. Hopefully by my hand. I try to kill only when necessary. Granted, our missions mean that occurs fairly often. I assume that's in line with your thinking, too. Yes? Yes, this verbal resolution thing is, well, quite novel. I'm amazed how often it actually works. Keep expecting half these hullheads to argue themselves into an early grave. May the Don't mind me, just hydrating my scales. Law, ain't that a sentence? Got something that needs doing, Commander? Well, suppose that's all my suspicions of the Earth Directorate confirmed, for all to see. Just didn't think we'd find actual evidence of them cutting a deal with the Protectorate. I feel a little bad for Ibarra, though. He's taking it about as well as I expected. Whatever he hoped to find in the Matriarch's tomb, surely it weren't that. It stings less now that they didn't help Tau Ceti. Guess there's a big difference between thinking they didn't care and realizing that they're just as corrupt as anyone else. Fine by me. Well, that Rift Lab sure was full of excitement. Went in thinking it was gonna be a simple heist, walked out in the middle of a law-damned coup. Ain't that shocking in hindsight? The Protectorate were always trying way too hard to present a united front. Auntie would have given direction to dial back the theatrics some, I think. And now, we got this console to contend with. I expect he won't make it easy. Hope Auntie's choice is ready for it.
That scum. That miserable scum.
Oh yeah, he's
To think
Protectorate.
He would
Completely
stoop
forget.
so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated.
Guess that makes you an outcast, huh?
A protectorate led by the Consul is no protectorate at all. They are the outcasts, not I. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed.
This has to be pretty confusing for your average subject. How will you judge them?
I shall attend to that matter once it presents itself. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
Yeah. What's up?
I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. You asked before, and I did not mention it, but with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the Supreme Arbiter's murder is the Protectorate's Consul.
Why is your Consul your biggest suspect?
Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses.
How close were you and Virgil?
I would gladly give my life for his without hesitation, and he for mine. We are brothers beyond blood. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths, but little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt.
Are you sure your co-protege can be trusted?
If there is one person throughout all of Arcadia who I can presently trust, it is Virgil. He too seeks the perpetrator of the Supreme Arbiter's death, and he too supports the Sovereign over all else. And that's without mentioning our lifelong friendship.
Amuf, if you two work so well together, why isn't he here with you?
It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosophies differ ever so slightly, this seemed a good plan. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the Supreme Arbiter, but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
But I wouldn't give her. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Why is hers? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we'll have the quest for bloody Aza. So we also can go. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh. That flies high.
Narrowing sensor range.
I definitely need more ammunition for that. Was yeah, something there. Right. Arbiters have to now leave their weapons. No, that's a good thing. These things kind of kill each other. Oh my god, they just keep hitting. Okay, this weapon sucks. Sure. Alright, so that one, go back. I mean, oh, I haven't used a bullet blender yet. Right, there's another one of those towers. We have to go this way first. Lightning Tower northwest.
Graph's back in business.
In combat. Where the fuck are we? What are we shooting at? So stupid.
Commander's almost finished.
Yep, this looks like a cultist hideout.
Looks like a dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there. Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
Well, it looks like they all jumped into the rift. All the people that were stationed here. These guys are just... Cool. So you send the message, but now we have to go back to... Or not go to Cloister where we haven't been yet. Filling with fulgurating fulminations. Yep, makes sense, sure. Is it like a town? Central control. Central.
Central control is open to no visitors. Turn around. Even standing this close to central control is a major infraction. You need to leave. Now. The only place I will direct you to is a mass grave. Leave.
Okay. Come back. Sure we have some other quests here. Something. Cool. Alright, so I think there's something there, by the way. So we're gonna go... So I don't have a way through here. Okay, so we might just go here first. There's a rift in the sky. There's several rifts in the sky. Can I get to them? I cannot.
You there!
Fucking bullet blender is insane. I mean, you can also just jump down and die, of course.
Enemy spotted.
I constantly want to reload, but there's nothing to reload. My fault. Bullet blender does not reload. Nice. Another decryption key, not description. Yeah, decrypting, describing. Ah, cool. Boom. It's a bit even too easy, I want to say. Yeah, the bullet bender is insane. What's this? Lightning Tower Southwest. Oh, that is incredibly stupid. This projects the fucking wall. There must be another way here. There you go. Damn. Alright, no fucking trap here this time around. protege is so good. Easily startled. You're easily surprised that you always try to get the jump on enemies. Getting caught leaves you open to damage for a short time, but you are better at stealth now. Definitely reject this. Because I never stealth. Not even sure why the system would think that. At all.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia,
Oh, this leads through it.
Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould.
They said what is Wellnetarium. Shitty name.
My irregularities have all been abraded.
This is a mental refreshment.
Stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclination, and refashions someone into a thing of...
The Protectorate endures!
Should I come back when I have a quest? Maybe I should come back when I have a quest.
Wait a minute. Mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Alright, so what do we have here? Some anomalies. Not exactly saying what they are, also. Don't go any further at all. Okay then. Alright, so in this case we're gonna go here and then jump there. We basically just have this area here as well. Frozen. If this is gonna break, might just finish for today. Okay, cool. It seems to have frozen it completely. Wow, I'm gonna have to force the game down. Can't even get out of this. Alright, so this